This is a terrible shooting, as serious as what happened to Malala a few months ago, where someone has been shot simply because they want girls to go to school. And in this case, the person who's been shot, Shahnaz, has been murdered. And she was travelling to school with her child, there to teach at an all-girls school. And she's been persecuted simply because she wants to ensure that all girls go to school. And it's this kind of killing and brutal violence that we've got to draw the attention of the world to, because the right of girls to get education is really one of the great civil rights of our generation. And we've got to make sure that teachers are not in fear of going to school, and we must be sure that pupils like Malala and her friends are able to get educated.
And in that same vein, you had a petition that is now underway, and she, I think, was the first signatory. Tell me about that petition.
Yeah, Malala and her father Ziauddin are the first signatories to a petition that's really calling on the Pakistan government to take all the steps necessary to both ensure that girls can go to school, and there are millions of girls not going to school, but also to ensure the safety and security of the teachers. And that will mean that the security forces have got to protect girls and teachers who want to continue the process of education. We've seen it in Afghanistan, we've seen it in Pakistan, we've seen it in parts of Africa. I think the world really must be vigilant now that we have got to uphold the right of girls to get education and to end this form of discrimination, which is barbaric and antiquarian and has got no place in the 21st century.
And what about what is being done or what is not being done by the authorities? If we look at Pakistan in particular, when you look at the deaths of the polio workers and others that have happened, what is the Pakistan government, the authorities, doing to protect these people and perhaps even more importantly, change the culture or the fundamentals that are behind the rationale for such attacks?
Yes, when Malala was shot at, I went to Pakistan and we organised a petition, and nearly 3 million people around the world signed it. And it did have the effect. The Pakistan government voted for the first time for compulsory free education. They created 3 million stipends for girls. They're now debating during their election campaign increasing investment in education. But this is also about security and about safety, and it's about using the police and the armed forces to send a message to the Taliban that they can't just burn or close or force out teachers in schools, and that the government of Pakistan, but also in Afghanistan and parts of Africa, are now determined that all girls will go to school. And I think what we saw in Pakistan a few months ago after Malala was shot is something that I also expect to see in the next few weeks, that the silent majority are not prepared to be silent anymore. They see this as a civil rights issue. They see this as discrimination that has got no place in the modern world. And even if there is an extremist sect trying to persuade people that girls should never go to school, the vast majority of the public are determined that girls can go to school and teachers should be protected. Unlike the teacher who was shot, they should be protected when they try to teach girls at school.